How's it going, dudes and dudettes? Welcome back to Satisfactory. Not a tutorial, this is a walk around tour of my factories, facilities. If you don't already know by looking on the left hand side, this is the nuclear operation. Actually, you can probably just read the title down below and be like, oh, nuclear operation. So in my previous video of my fuel generator operation, I kind of showed you guys on the map where this was. And then where I took my water. I took my water from there before. Constantly had problems. I was always running out of water. And I didn't have a lot of generators. I only used the two. I did put a third one on the side afterwards, but I was always running out of water. 1.0 came with a water node right here. Since that water node has been put there, I've never needed one, pumps, and two, I've never ran out of water anywhere. So that's pretty cool that that's there now. So if you're not far in the game and you're not into the nuclear stage, honestly, it's a headache. It's an absolute headache. If you want to do the operation just for the fact of saying you did the operation, like pretty much I did, I used nuclear power for quite some time, and I don't know how many times everything would just die. Like, oh, my entire operation would just die. So when I switched to the water node there, because I was always running out of water. So when I switched to the water node there, I wasn't running out of water, but then it was the nuclear waste issue, which I created a facility for, but then my nuclear generators were creating more waste than what my, like the waste facility could manage. So that's why I built my fuel generators. If you haven't seen the video about my turbo fuel generators, go check it out. It's super awesome, super clean. Not like this. There's no conveyors anywhere. This complete operation has to be redone and rebuilt. But for the sake of the argument, let's go through the nuclear operation in order to get nuclear power. Pretty much start off, well, the uranium is in the cave. So I've got this. Actually, this is being synced for that, or done for that. That's not part of it. Don't look at that. That's not part of it. So I've got a refinery here. Refinery? Yeah, refinery doing sulfur, or taking sulfur and water, making sulfuric acid, which is going in the blender. Here we've got cataridium ingots, copper ingots, and iron, or steel ingots, coal and iron, which I just redone also. I'll show you the operation going up. These used to go all the way up the hill. They don't go anymore. So anyway, we're doing steel beams, steel pipes, wire, copper sheets, and cataridium, quick wire, cataridium wire, which is being mixed for AI limiters and stators. Those two are being mixed into this to make two electromagnetic control rods, which in turn go into storage and then go into here for the uranium fuel rods. But the uranium fuel rods are going from here with the sulfuric acid. They're going in the blender with uranium and concrete. That's where you're getting uranium for the encased uranium cells. I can't speak. I've done a lot of videos today. Sulfuric acid was my byproduct slash residue that I never thought about it. That was another issue that my power plant shut down because this tank was full and I never had any use for it. So now this is being sent into here, which is a packager. It now packages my sulfuric acid with the plastic or empty canisters going into storage, which is just an overflow really. And it's not really an overflow, actually. It's just for me to be able to come here and be like, all right, I want to get rid of this, and this. There you go. Let's get rid of this one too. That way I have access to the sink here. So yeah, so now the sulfuric acid is being disposed of, so I don't have that issue. It goes into here, does the uranium fuel rods, which is multiplied, which I don't need it to be multiplied. Outside is going to be my nuclear power generators. As you can tell, the fuel rods, it's dirty, it's nasty, it's not organized. I need to do a lot of work here. Maybe redo the whole facility. I don't know. I can't go lower. I'll go show you why I cannot go lower. So there's one generator. Turn the power on. It does generate 6250. So that's 12,500 again. So I did the math. That's why I created 20 fuel generators at running on turbo fuel, because 20 fuel generators does the same thing as two uranium power plants, or nuclear power plants, I should say. So anyway, both operations are paused. Uranium comes from in there, which was the first time I actually discovered the spiders in the game, I might add, which was not fun at all. They're full of rods. So the reason why I can't go down below is because I watched a video a long time ago on YouTube on Satisfactory about circular foundations, how to build in circular forms. There's a glitch going on. Don't ask me what the video is. I don't remember what the video was, but there was a glitch in the game where you can do circular buildings. So okay, I know it defies physics. I know there is uranium right down there. I tried to just drop the uranium in the hole. It does not work. You cannot drop uranium and you can't drop anything in the hole. So yeah, so this does defy physics. I do get that. It's just levitating. But for me, it's out of sight, out of mind. This is where my nuclear waste was going. So originally I had them 2 singular ones, and then I had the bright idea to remove the 2 singular ones and just build these big ones. And then I thought to myself, it's the exact same amount of storage for that one or 2 of those, and these are perfectly placed round. Well, not perfectly, but good enough. So anyway, this was my nuclear waste, which I'm gonna grab this. Now that my plants are not running, I'm in the process of getting rid of every barrel of nuclear waste that I have. Then, you know what? Let's go grab that. We can. Don't fucking drop like that, you dumbass. Man, there's only 1 barrel in there. If you double hit C when you're using the hovercraft, you just completely start dropping. All right, so let's get rid of this. That's going to go up this conveyor. It's going to go up the stackers along with my uranium. I've also got my cadmium and iron. There's some flipping there coming out of there. Let's use the hyperloop. Let's beat the uranium or nuclear waste. We're going to beat it. The conveyors on the right, they were not there before. They were going up the hill. Same with the water line. I got rid of absolutely everything. They were going, yeah, from the side there all the way up the hill, zigzagging across where my water was. This is so much nicer, so much cleaner. I am in the process of removing all the foundations and just adding these, like these pillars going all the way down at every corner just to make it look like realistic. And as realistic as I'm trying to make it look, I do add the that one there sideways. It shouldn't be like that. I do add these guys just to make it look like there is actual support there. Because otherwise than that, it would just levitate like it does here. All right, so anyway, let's keep going. I'm gonna run out of power. Right. Oh, we're out of power. Yep. All right. All right. Okay, so now there is a way to get rid of your nuclear waste. There is. It's not a lie, boys and girls. There is. It's, as you can tell, don't mind the spaghetti. As you can tell, it's an operation. So you need to have a blender, which is going to do nitrogen gas, water, and iron plates. Will give you nitric acid. Nitric acid will just come in here, which is full right now. Let's flush it. Nitric acid is going to come in that blender. That blender is going to mix with other shit. But first of all, your plates are going to go along with copper sheets, which I'm doing on the other side there. And they're going to come in here. They're going to do the packaged water because you do have wasted water, which reminds me, I could probably get that water from there too. Those tanks are getting full. So that's my residue from this blender here is water. Now, if you don't package your water, obviously the tank gets full and the operation stops, which happens with those buffers. The refinery does the sulfur and water for sulfuric acid. I have it going into a buffer, which goes into this blender. You need your uranium, your waste, your nitric acid, your sulfuric acid, which will give you non-fissible uranium, which I taught you could sink that. You cannot. You cannot sink that. I know there's some people online that are saying you can sink this. You cannot sink that. You need to put it in a particle accelerator and give you plutonium pellets, which again, I was told you can sink plutonium pellets. You cannot. You cannot sink plutonium pellets either. Don't try it. It's not going to work. You need to turn your plutonium pellets and your uranium waste into encased plutonium cells. that's not where it ends. It's not over just yet, boys and girls. These encased plutonium cells will now go down the little conveyor belt. I'm going to flush these tanks because I'm here and I don't see any silica. They're probably full. Yeah, they're full. Okay, so these are just doing, still, the main reason for this is they're doing aluminum sheets. So rather than me, so my aluminum sheet operation is here. So rather than me bringing a conveyor from here all the way over there, from there all the way over here, I just found some nodes around and I created a new operation just for the aluminum sheets. So that's just doing copper sheets because I need them over there. You're doing the alumina scrap and water. The alumina scrap is being split and is half of it's being synced right off the bat, so I don't have any like full stuff. And then the rest is being utilized into here, which is doing my aluminum sheets, going into storage, which as you can tell, everything is full. All right, so like I said, it's not over there. You think, oh yeah, well, I got my plutonium pellets, I can just sink those. You can't sink those. You got to put those in this guy. It's a manufacturer. But it's an operation, it's a process that starts right over here. You need coal, you need iron. No, you need iron right there. You need coal, you need iron, you need copper, and you need cataridium. These are being split, they're going over there. All right, so let's start from this area here. Your iron and your coal, they're doing your steel ingots. Your steel ingots are going to do your beams and your pipes. Pipe club. All right, copper sheets. Okay, so there's your aluminum sheets that are coming from over there. These guys are doing heat sinks. Heat sinks are just going into storage. And that's just the beams. I don't need the beams until you get to the manufacturer. There's the pipes. The pipes are mixing with wire. They're making stators. Your wire is going to be right here. Wire, sheet, and quick wire. So your sheets, one of them is going to come here, going to mix with quick wire. You're doing your AI limiters. The other one's going at the end here with the aluminum sheets to your heat sinks. That's my portal. Your stators and your AIs are going to do electromagnetic control rods, which we're also doing at the nuclear waste operation, which are going to go into storage, but then they all come into here to manufacturer. Now the manufacturer takes 30 encased plutonium cells, 18 steel beams, 6 electromagnetic control rods, 10 heat sinks, and will produce 1 plutonium fuel rod. That's it. You get 1. The beauty of this, boys and girls, is that this plutonium fuel rod here, which the whole operation uses your waste, gets your waste back in here into these encased cells. These guys, you can sink the plutonium fuel rods. As you can tell, they're going in here. They're going straight in the sink. And I will show you if I can get in. I don't even think I have a door for this. Do I? Maybe at the end? I don't know. I don't know if I built access to go down there. I should. You would think I would. Hey, there's a door. No! Ah. All right, let's try that again. Yoink! Okay. Look how clean it is, though. Look how clean it is. All conveyors as much as I could on the rooftops. If I couldn't get it on the rooftops just because I didn't want them clipping, then one's on the ground, one's on the roof. So there's the end result. Oh, there's a ladder. There's the stairs right here. There's the end result right here, boys and girls. Just to show in perspective, there's the manufacturer doing your plutonium fuel rods. There's the awesome sink conveyors connected right there. So that is how, and that is the only way. It's quite the operation, I get it, but that is the only way that you are going to get rid of your nuclear waste, is by that whole operation, creating those rods that just went in now, going into that manufacturer and making those plutonium fuel rods. It's not finished either, boys and girls. I need to do the walls, I need to do the windows, I need to do a lot. I need to do all the pillars going up and down. But if you saw my game a month ago, not even the same game, like totally different. This is where I got my water for the nuclear power generators. I had 4 conveyors and 2 pipes going up and down the hill from here all the way down to the uranium operation, which was a disaster. An absolute freaking disaster. Yeah, I'm just going to take a screenshot from down there. So that's pretty much it, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join the Discord server. Love it when people join, converse with us, play with us. I'll see you dudes and dudettes in the next video.